Oh no, please stop it. Stop it. Sorry about that. Yeah, one of me fans pointed this out. So, excuse me. I'm not even high. The WBC, yeah, the World Boxing Corys, or whatever they're called, the World Boxing Council, yeah, has unveiled the new Elizabethan belt for the winner of Claressa Shields v Savannah Marshall on October the 15th. So, you know, the Elizabethan belt. So I look at this article on, Sky Sports, one of the worst alleged news agencies in the world. Yeah, they own the Sun and stuff like that. They're utter scum. Anyone who works for Sky Sports is a scumbag too, basically, because you're supporting misinformation, sickening nonsense, people, all this stuff, man. Anyway. So let's see what happens according to Sky Sports. So Savannah Marshall and Claressa has an added incentive to be victorious in the most anticipated female of all time fight on October the 15th. Actually, they got it wrong. The Sky Sports so whack because Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall have an added incentive to be victorious in the most anticipated female of all time on Saturday. Female what? Pum pum? Hooker? Obviously, they mean fight, but they haven't even, it's pathetic. They haven't even proof it. It's nonsense. WC has unveiled an incredible tribute to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Well, the date was postponed due to a 10-day period of national mourning for the British monarch. Oh, what an amazing heart Suleiman has, yeah? To bring out, this incredible tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, Her Majesty, who's brown bread anyway, and burning in the lake of fire probably as we speak. Huh? Yeah? And they've got this Elizabethan belt. Let's have a look at it, man. Check it out. Look at that lump of shit, man. What is that meant to be, man? And they bring these belts out a lot. It's only the WBC that does them, to this day, all right? These special belts and this kind of purple thing. I mean, it's a bit weird as well. The Elizabethan belt, right? Because obviously, Claressa DeWalt Shields and shit is representing America. She probably want to represent Africa America. Yeah. And, and Savvy. She's got an energy left from the pounding Huey's been giving her. Yeah. We'll be looking to seize the Elizabethan belt, for the UK. Now, obviously, the UK used to own the United States. So, it's quite weird, And there's this whole fake story, like, Savvy goes, oh, no, we can't let this amazing Elizabethan belt leave the country. I've just seen the WBC tribute belt, and it's brilliant, Marshall said. It's really good. That's really descriptive. It's really good. Yeah, the WBC have pushed the belt out with that one. It's one of a kind. It's one of a kind because no one brought up such a lump, such a tarded belt as that. And that includes all the other ones. The Union belt, Tyson fought with Dillian White for, and Canelo's fought with some Macon belt, the Mayan belt or something, which had like loads of weird little bits of rock on it. Yeah. So Marshall says on the possibility of the Elizabethan belt heading to USA, it's not right. It can't leave this country. I mean, come on, Savvy. Please just say, listen, this is the most pathetic thing in the world. All I want to do is beat the Guots Batty and send him back to the ghetto, spitting in anger. Yeah. And, you imagine, what will Claressa Shields think about this Elizabethan belt? Yo! Who this white cracker? Where this white cracker at, yo? You know what I'm saying? Why you got no Nubian queen on the belt like Cleopatra? She be from Kemet, yo, Egyptian, and she look like me. She be a queen. You know what I'm saying? When we had the flying pyramids and shit, she look like Claressa Shields, and then all the white folks trying to pretend she is some white. No way, I ain't having it. I'm the goat. Damn. The negative voice hurts your vocal cords. But yeah, WBC President Maurizio Soleiman said, I mean, what a great big heart this guy has. Queen Elizabeth II will live forever in our hearts and minds. The boxing world unites to render homage to one of the greatest human beings that ever lived. Here where boxing was born. The greatest human beings that ever lived. The lizard queen herself, living in luxury, you know. Excuse me. It's like a joke. The world's become a parody, you know. I mean, it's clown world. It's total clown world. Everything about it. And I said many times, boxing is just a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. Just utter nonsense. You know, the things people speak, things they claim. Everything's been turned around. It's just nuts. No one seems to be able to. Well, I'm not talking about red pill guys. I'm talking about normies. They just get so manipulated. They'll just repeat what they've been told and think everything's great. You know? Nuts, man. But anyway, the Elizabethan belt, yeah. You know, now Soleiman has put it, you know, has explained what it's about. I think I'll definitely be buying a ticket for the all-women show, you know. And, you know, oh man, I'll be on the edge of my seat. And please, the British House cannot lose the Elizabethan belt, man. We can't lose it. Yeah, and I think that will drive Savvy onto a famous victory, man. You know. She'll go home knowing she's got that Elizabethan belt, the first holder of it ever. You know, she'll go down in history. We're the first holder of the Elizabethan belt. You know, great, of course, super. She could tell her grandkids, yeah, her and Huey's grandkids about the Elizabethan belt. But one thing sticks in my mind actually before I sign off with this rubbish. So. I mean, WBC, right? They started all these silly belts. No one else seems to have, taken up. When I say these silly belts, I mean these like meaningless ones. You know, we've had the WBA with the regular, the interim, and this kind of nonsense. But and super and blah de blah. But these sort of specific belts only seem to be kind of WBC. They're not doing it for free. I mean, obviously, you know, I don't know how much these belts take to put together, but they're kind of one-offs, you know. There's placky green belts that just reproduce rubbish, you know. They look horrible as well, but these special ones are specially commissioned. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It must cost $5,000, $10,000 or something for this nonsense. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know, obviously the WBC is not just doing it for PR on itself. You know, I think every time you fight for a belt, you have to pay some commission. So, like, if you got even 2 WBC belts, you got to pay some extra cash money for that belt. So, I believe it's another way of them. The WBC is another revenue stream for them, right? And the promoters and fighters agree to it because they think, oh well, it's going to get us a bit of extra PR. We've got to stay on the right side of Maurizio Soleiman because he's really powerful in boxing as the head of WBC. It's just another farce. It's pathetic. It's like WWE stuff. You imagine, right? You know, you go back to Harry Mullen or some guy like that. So he could raise Harry Mullen from the dead. So he was the old school boxing news, the last true decent boxing news editor, and you know when it was independent, he rose him from the dead and take him around and go, this is boxing, by the way, celebrity fights, cancer fights, PEDs, Elizabethan belts, all this, you know. I mean, you know, oh man, he'd come and join me on the bowls green, you know. I'm going to do balls. Yeah, I feel that, Harry. I'm going to do balls with you. Anyway, the Elizabeth. I can't do this anymore, man.